Hi, I'm Jason Debly, and tonight's whiskey review is taking us to Scotland, taking us to the Islay region, which is famous for peat and smoke in the flavor profile. The category we're working in is single malt. The distillery is Bunnahabhain, and this is a release that I'm not familiar with. I have it right here, Bunnahabhain. And pronouncing it, I think Stiureadair or Raider, or you'll have to Google it. It means helmsman in Gaelic, and it's supposed to be named as a tribute to the sea and the influence of the sea upon the distillery. So it says on the back label of the bottle. What can I tell you about it? It's 46.3% alcohol by volume, so it packs some punch. This is a lot higher than your typical single malt, coming in at 40 or 43%. The other thing is it's non-chill filtered, no artificial color, which is refreshing because a lot of distilleries put out artificial color, so it's uniform in its color. We'll pour a dram soon. There's no age statement. So with Bunnahabhain, I'm very familiar with the 12-year-old release, and the 12-year-old is very good. And what I've always found interesting about the 12-year-old that this distillery succeeds at is, like, Islay malts. When you think of an Islay malt, you're going to think Ardbeg, Laphroaig, these monster peat bombs. Very few distilleries in Islay successfully can toy with sherry casks and keep that Islay character of smoke and peat in the sea. Because when you use sherry casks, sometimes it just doesn't work. And I think I've used this analogy before in the wine world. Like, the Pinot Noir grape is very fickle, and it doesn't always work. The grape in Barolo, the Italian wine, they've tried to use that grape outside of Italy, and it's not called Barolo. There's a Nebbiolo grape, and outside of Italy, they've tried to develop it in vineyards, and the wine is just poisonous. But in Italy, in the Barolo region, it works. But Barolo's a very acquired taste, and even I've had some really good bottles, and then I've had so many that I'm just going, why am I drinking this at this outrageous price? Okay, getting back to Bunnahabhain. Bunnahabhain, with their 12-year-old age statement release, successfully marry sherry casks with that Islay peat taste. What we're dealing with here is a high age alcohol by volume, but no age statement. So it's going to be younger. Let's try it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you. Cork stopper, which is totally unimportant, but I'm always impressed by distilleries who haven't gone to plastic yet. Okay. There. The nose is good. It's, I wouldn't call it refined, but it's very good. Let's be more specific. Definitely sea air. I have some notes in front of me. A cold, windy day. A fall day. The sun's not out. The sky's clouded over. You're standing by the Atlantic Ocean or the North Sea, and sea salt in the air. That's what I get. And a little hint of sherry, a little hint of red fruit. Okay, on the palate, undiluted, because we're going to add water later. We're going to try this with water. It's big, it's bold to the point of being almost a little brutish, but not brutish, but brutish. And that's because of the youth. This whiskey, you can taste it's younger than the 12, obviously. You got your peat, you got your smoke. Mid to late palate, in comes the red fruits. And then the finish is really black pepper, a malty character, chalky smoke, soot. Not to the point of, say, Ardbeg, but interesting, good, solid effort. Is it complex? Let's go one more time. Moderately complex. Okay. Need water. Need to try it with water. And I haven't tried it with water. I just opened this bottle before I turned on this video, started to make it. And I did take a little sip, and I let it air out a little bit. And now I've got a glass of water here. And we're going to put some in. We don't want to over dilute it. I've got probably 2/3 of a teaspoon of water. But it needs water, I think. I find it's a little too sharp and strong at 46.3%. It's intended to be diluted with a bit of water, I think. Much better. Smooths it out, rounds it, becomes a bit creamy. More ginger, bit of lemon, a little bit of ash, more towards the cigarette side than a cigar side, so which hints at its youth. Needs water. It's good with water. When you drink this, you're drinking quality. It's balanced. It's interesting. Not sure I'd buy it again, but not a mistake. I don't regret buying it. I was at a whiskey tasting about a month ago, and a friend of mine brought this bottle, and we were having it after work, and I liked it. So his bottle had been open a bit, so a bit of oxidation. This I just opened tonight, and I don't recall it being as, say, sharp as it is right now. But it's not bad. It's not biting. So that's Bunnahabhain. Bunnahabhain Stiureadair, or I don't know how to pronounce it, like I said earlier. The mysteries of Gaelic. Gonna have a bit of water. Do I recommend it? I think it's a solid, the other thing you got to take into context here, price point. For the price, this is a lot cheaper than the 12-year-old offering by the same distillery. So, you're getting value for money. It's, I drink this over a lot of blended Scotch. In single malts in this category of no age statement. This, it's solid. It's good. The flavor profile is not resonating with me. Anyway, that's my Bunnahabhain review. What else have I been drinking? Well, I'm back on the golf course. Just joined a new club this year and really like it. And you know what I drink a lot of? Well, not a lot to excess, but the old gin and tonic. I'm telling you, I can go through a lot of this in the summer. Just a nice, easy drink in a tumbler with ice and a slice of lime or lemon. And, can't go wrong. Building up my wine collection again. Like, I'm not saying I'm a serious wine collector, but I do have a little, not a cellar, but I've got a little locked door that opens up into some wine. And I've been buying quite a few Italian wines, and I have a few French. French wine is just horribly expensive. But what I like about French wine is there's nothing like it. It's just uncompromisingly French. And if you spend the money, you get something very unique. You taste the soil and the earth. I like Californian wine, but right now not available where I live. So in terms of other Italian wines, the Tuscans, Super Tuscans, and that kind of thing, I lock the door and the keys upstairs where I'd show you some bottles. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. That's my review of the Bunnahabhain Stiureadair. And I'm just very undecided about it. It's not bad, but it's not incredible. Price point is fair. Just not resonating with me. So anyway, that's the review. Thanks for tuning in, and have no idea what I'm going to review next, but try to pull another bottle off the shelf for you soon. Take care.